How's it going? Uh, Doing something that I haven't really done here before. Doing a Q&A, a WWE Reckoning 316 Q&A. It's a first for me. As some of you may or may not know, I've been on YouTube for a while now, for many years now. Since 2007 I've been on YouTube. And over the years that I've had this channel, I've built up a lot of questions and comments, and I've never really had a platform to uh, give my thoughts on those questions and comments. So I figured, why not? Why not take this opportunity? I'm back now, so why not take the opportunity and relish in some of the love that I've gotten over the years from people on YouTube. I'm just gonna read some of the questions and the comments that I've gotten over the years for my videos and whatnot, and you know, give my thoughts on some of the stuff. So hopefully, this will be a little bit enlightening for some of you people out there, and maybe you'll get to learn a little bit more about WWE Reckoning 316 in the process, and I'll get to know a little bit more about my subscribers and my viewers, and the viewers that I've had over the years. So hopefully we'll have some intelligent questions here and some intelligent comments, and hopefully I'll get some questions that I haven't really gotten asked before. So let's get into it, and let's have some fun. First question: what do you think of WWE being PG? Do you think PG is end? Off to a good start. Here's one. Hey dude, firstly your vids rock. That's a hell of a lot info and news about wrestling. Planning to start a channel for wrestling news, spoilers, and predictions, so I need a help from you. That's interesting. I've never given a help before. How do I start? If you can help me, that would be so kind of you. Well, if you're looking to start a wrestling news, spoilers, and predictions channel, the biggest piece of advice I could give to somebody is, try and be creative, be original. Don't just sit there, with a monotonous voice and just go, this happened, this happened, this happened, and then we all die. Try and be creative, be lively, be awake, and really make sure you enjoy what you're talking about, and, or, you don't have to enjoy what you're talking about, but as long as you're passionate. Passion is the most important aspect, in my opinion, of being successful on YouTube. Please make a vid on your point of view of the WWE changing its name from World Wrestling Entertainment to simply WWE. Well, I think what he's referring to is several years ago there was a rumor going around that WWE was going to stop referring to themselves as World Wrestling Entertainment and just start referring to the company as just WWE. That way they wouldn't have to acknowledge the word wrestling. I think that was just one of those occasions where it was the dirt sheets making up a bunch of crap, just to get viewers on just to get hits on their site. So they still refer to it as World Wrestling Entertainment, and they actually have gone out of their way in the past couple of years to acknowledge the term wrestling and wrestling in general. So I think it's pretty safe to say that that rumor was put to rest pretty quickly. Why should someone die a horrible death because they watched some TV show? You won't get any luck for them kind of things, asshole. Thank you. I'm assuming he's referring to when I said in one video that I hoped that, or no, he could be referring to a few things, because I think I've wished death on people a few times. But he could be referring to me when I said that I hoped that Vince McMahon died. But or he could be referring to when I said that anyone who watches Jersey Shore should die a horrible death, which, come on. Do I even really need to explain myself for that one? Come on, if you watch Jersey Shore, you should die, plain and simple. What are your top 3 or 5 favorite wrestling matches of all time? Also, do you think Shawn Michaels will return to the ring like other wrestlers have done in the past, such as Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Mick Foley, etc.? I couldn't tell you. I could be here all day trying to list my, top 3 or 5 favorite matches of all time, but I can tell you that my number one favorite match of all time is, it's been the same since I started watching wrestling, and it's still to this day, Armageddon 2000, 6-man Hell in a Cell. I think it has everything that you could possibly want out of a professional wrestling match. It's really long, but it's fucking entertaining as hell, and I've watched it so many times over the years, and so many great spots. It's just a really fun match to watch, and it's still to this day my favorite match of all time, and probably will stay that way. How old were you when you first started to watch wrestling? I'm pretty sure I was like 7 or 8, because I'm pretty sure I started watching right at the peak of the Attitude Era, like in 1999, I think it was, sometime around there. There was a while where my brother and I would watch it, against my parents' wishes, and we would kind of sneak around and watch it. But eventually, I got the courage to ask my parents to let us start watching TV-14 shows. So that was really when we started watching it full time, and I haven't stopped since. Didn't WWE go to family films because the action films sucked? What's next now that their family films suck? Horror? Let's be honest. All the fucking WWE movies suck. The horror films sucked, the action films sucked, the family films sucked more than anything you could possibly imagine. The only WWE film that I actually set out to see was See No Evil, and that was only because Kane was in it, and because Kane is my favorite WWE superstar. And that movie sucked too, because I'm a diehard horror fan, and I know a shitty horror film when I see one, and See No Evil, believe me, is a shitty horror film. They got fucking Hornswoggle doing a remake of Leprechaun. Yeah, a remake of Leprechaun with Hornswoggle. So, as you can probably tell, they're pretty desperate for people to pay money to see these garbage movies, and I won't be one of those people. Does WWE really enjoy insulting our intelligence? Yes. You have no life, I'm sorry, but you got no life. That is from Mr. Yo Mom 56. You're right, Yo Mom. It's tough, it's tough to... I cry myself to sleep every night, to be perfectly honest with you. Life just gets so hard, Just all the insults, they get to me, and I have a heart, I have a soul, I have feelings, What do you think about The Rock's acting? I think The Rock is a pretty damn good actor, to be honest with you. There's a lot of other people who try to cross over into acting and do a lot worse of a job than Dwayne Johnson has done. Another example, Chris Jericho. He's successful with wrestling, successful with the band Fozzy. And if you haven't heard Fozzy, you're out of your fucking mind, because that band fucking kicks ass. I saw them live not this past summer, but last summer, and they blew my mind. They were absolutely incredible. So, one of the best live bands I've ever seen. So, and I've seen a lot of bands. So, if you ever have the opportunity to see Fozzy live, do it. Do not miss out on that. Trust me. If you're a fan of hard rock and metal, you'll lose your shit. Believe me. You had me at Justin Bieber is a faggot. Subbing now. You're awesome and knowledgeable about wrestling, unlike those butt buddies, Phil and Fuck, aka Bill and Doug. Thank you. Here's another one about Bill and Doug. Bill and Doug are truly great men. Spinnernet is a tool. You are wearing a Kiss t-shirt, therefore your opinion is null and void. Looks like we have another fan here. You suck. Carl478. Thank you, Carl. You rule. If you don't like the WWE shows, then don't watch them. Don't make some crappy YouTube video thinking that people are going to care or change their mind just because you made a video. I only watched the first 10 seconds of this crap because I saw where it was headed. For fuck's sake, grow up. That's from Scotty Ace 82. Well, thank you, Scotty. Thank you for caring enough about me to comment, and thank you for watching the first 10 seconds of the video, and thank you for feeling so strongly about me that you felt the need to comment. You know, you have no idea how much I appreciate you taking the time to write that paragraph, and you know, I'm glad that I was able to steal away those 20 seconds of your life. You are a very sad individual. From the Kamicon. Yes, I'm very sad. And as I said before, the nights are tough. You know, the nights get really hard. Now this guy is like my #1 fan. Hear me out. Now in all capital letters, shut the fuck up about WWE going PG. Just shut the fuck up. I'm 21 and I still watch WWE. You guys pick on little kids' bullshit. I have a brother who 9. He watched WWE, so it's his fault he made WWE go PG. Okay, then I will beat up my stepbro who real parents died from a car crash when he was 8, or my cousin who is 10 and has autism for making WWE go PG. You guys are assholes. I bet that some of you guys were kids when WWE was TV 14. If that's true, you guys shouldn't be watching it either. Geez, get a life, moron. I'm gonna find you and give you a TV 14 style beatdown. The reason they didn't use the cell is it isn't appropriate for the kids. ... Like, who gives a shit? Well, I'm assuming he's referring to this actually could be from, I don't know when the fuck this is from, but this is probably from when I did my review of the first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. That was one of the first videos that I ever did, and it's like the first time I actually went on a rant about the WWE, so I'm assuming that he's talking about the fact that I was complaining that they hardly used the cell in the match, and he's saying that the reason they didn't use it is because it isn't appropriate for the kids. I just figured that, you know, being that it's a Hell in a Cell match, they'd probably want to use the Hell in a Cell, you know, considering that it takes place inside of a cell that's, you know, in hell, and, you know, it's not really hell if you don't use the cell, so it probably shouldn't be called a Hell in a Cell match. What is the best and worst comment you've ever gotten? Well, I think that should be pretty obvious if you just watch this video. But in all seriousness, as far as the best comment that I've ever, as far as the worst comment, I think it's pretty safe to say that you could choose any of the ones that I talked about in this video. But as far as the best comment that I've ever gotten, the best compliment, I would have to say someone one time compared me to the Angry Video Game Nerd. They said I was like the Angry Video Game Nerd meets wrestling, and I am a huge fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd, James Rolfe. You know, everything he does I pretty much love, and he's been a very big influence on me as far as making videos go, and the fact that anyone would watch my videos and my rants and that it would remind them of the Angry Video Game Nerd that's a huge compliment for me, and you know, I greatly appreciate it. So that's just a little bit. That's just like a small little snippet of the questions and comments that I've gotten over the years. And as you can see, I have a very colorful audience. So thanks for watching, and be sure to follow me on Twitter at WWEReckoning316. You know, because I pretty much always respond if someone tweets me on there, and you know, I always love to destroy Monday Night Raw live as it happens on Monday night. And I apologize for not replying to any of the comments on the last video, as I haven't made the conversion to the whole Google Plus thing. By the way, fuck you, Google. So I'm unable to reply to any comments. I'm unable to post any comments. So again, I apologize for that, and thank you for the positive feedback that I got on that last video. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll continue to be entertained by my videos and get something out of them, because that's why I do it. So like this video, comment what you thought of it, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.